everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. Welcome to Vlogmas. Tonight we are gonna be doing facial oils. As a matter of fact, most of the oils that I'm gonna be featuring tonight are the oils that you use in your kitchen, to be honest. But we're gonna share tips on how you can have these oils. You can mix them, you can blend them together to create an anti-aging facial oils that are good for dry skin, oils that are good for blackheads and whiteheads, oily skin, oils that are good for removing wrinkles and fine lines, oils that are good for combination skin, you name it, we have the oil here for you. So what we're going to do tonight, I am going to share the oil. I'm going to pour a few of these oils. We're going to blend some oils to make anti-aging facial oils, and we are going to talk about the many benefits, the antioxidants, the vitamins and minerals that are in some of these oils. Now, most of these oils you are all familiar with. However, some of them might be new to some people, and some of you might not even know the vital nutrients that you get from some of these oils. I'm trying to speak up a bit. So, hi, Claudia. I was actually talking about you today, Claudia. I kind of miss you on the show, to be honest. So, I know it's a time of year that you're probably putting in a lot at work, and we do understand that. So, it's okay, you are here tonight. So I do have a wide variety of oils, and they are all in front of me, and we're going to share some of these oils. I have my little small, whoopsie, I have my little small bowl here. I have measuring spoons, and I also have some, little containers, because we're going to mix some things up. Now, let me do a quick shout out while the chat comes alive, because there's one oil that we were talking about last night, and I promise you guys that I will definitely talk about this oil a little bit, but we cannot go into all the vital details. But what happened, I ran in the kitchen, and don't laugh now. This is all I have left from this oil. This is the safflower oil. Safflower oil. It's an oil that I was talking about that most of you ladies should try to get your hands on. And personally, for me, the way I use this safflower oil, and I can actually do it right now, this safflower oil is good internally and externally. And if you have this safflower oil, you can choose to take a little bit of this oil. This is like a 1/4 teaspoon of this safflower oil. And I'm going to do something a little crazy right now. Don't freak out, because I didn't bring a cup. This is a 1/4 teaspoon of the safflower oil. And I'm going to just go back like this and just pour it in my mouth. How did it taste? Just like that. But that's how I use the safflower oil. I also use the safflower oil to make my salad dressing, and all of that. You cannot overdo the safflower oil. You ladies, it's good to have this. For some of you who are having issues with, cramping and stuff like that, this is an oil that will take care of that. All you need is a little 1/4 teaspoon of this oil per day. Nothing that you take is something to do OD on. Just a little top of this oil. You can mix it with the salad. You can choose to take it the way I did. You can mix it with a little ginger. You can mix it with a little garlic, and it's gonna help to regularize, what am I saying? But anyway, whatever it is, it's gonna help the system, the female's system, to be more tolerable, okay? More tolerable. An amazing oil that, as I said, most of us don't really talk about. Now, if you are new to the safflower oil, when the show is over, go ahead and look it up and, read as much as you can read on it. However, this safflower tree oil is, guess what, guys? One thing that, and I'm going to compare it to another oil because it is rich in, as a matter of fact, not rich, it is high in omega-9, okay? High in omega-9. And some oils that we talk about, apart from the avocado oil, we don't mention the word omega any at all. And that's what makes this also a very, very special oil. Now, when you're going to use this on your face, a little goes a long way. It can be used as a carrier oil to use topically on the skin. It's also a very, very light oil, just as light as the grapeseed oil, or probably even lighter. And I'm going to just tip a little of this on. As I said, guys, I am almost out of the safflower oil. We're going to put a little on this, and I'm going to show you something with the safflower oil. Look how this is just absorbing. I think I'm using way too much. Very, very moisturizing. One thing that regulate, thank you, Taryn. One thing that is good for most skin type is this safflower oil. Underdog, if you're watching, have you heard about the safflower oil before? If you have not, comment. And if you know what I'm talking about when it comes out to the safflower oil, we would like you also to comment. Just make sure that whatever you're commenting is within the YouTube guidelines. So don't like give too much of information if you know what I'm talking about with this safflower oil. But topically on the skin is just as good. I just promise you all that I would bring the safflower oil around. And as you can clearly see, that you do utilize it a lot, but a little goes a long way. And anything that you are going to take internally is always advisable for you to check with your doctor before. It doesn't even matter if it's oil, you know, make sure to check to see if, you know, the oil is safe for you to use. However, for topically, you know, rub it all over your face. You don't have to ask nobody if you can use it on your face. You be the judge for yourself using oils on the skin topically. Most oil will not irritate the skin. If it's something that is edible, it's not going to irritate. Most oils, as a matter of fact, that is why most natural skincare products do contain oil, because oil is friendly to most skin type. It's only people with excess sensitive skin that might complain about a certain kind of oils that you can actually eat when you use it on the skin topically. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take some questions. If you have any questions or you know anything about the safflower oil, go ahead and comment, guys. So let me hear what's Margaret. Where can I find it? I use it to fry or a salad dressing if I'm not using the grapeseed. Okay, so Margaret, you do use the safflower oil also. And let me ask a question. Because now I realize that this is the norm on this channel. How many of you live somewhere where the safflower, not the sunflower, the safflower, SAFFLOWER. How many of you live somewhere where this is very common? Because I know there are people that live places where this oil is common. If you're watching and this is a common oil in your country, I would like you to comment. It is the safflower oil. The safflower oil. Anything you know about the safflower oil tonight, go ahead and comment. All right, so let me read some comments and see what you ladies are talking about. Sandra, you do know about, you do comment, Sandra, give us a little bit more details. Ilma, okay, sunflower oil got omega-9 like flaxseed oil. I learned something. This is safflower, and I know a lot of people think I'm saying sunflower, but it's not the sunflower oil. It is the safflower. Let me see if you can see it up close. Look at that, SAF, safflower. And this is not a sponsored video. We're not, you know, sponsoring this particular brand. This is just happened to be the safflower oil that I personally use. A safflower, and you can see it right there. in omega-9, the safflower oil. If any one of you have access or know or live in a country that you have this in abundance, I would also like you to comment. Now, the fact that it's rich in omega-9, it makes it an amazing oil for your skin. It's definitely an amazing oil for inside and outside. Good for dry skin. I was just saying that earlier. Good for most skin, whether you have dry skin, combination skin. And guess what? If you are one person with large open pores, this is also an oil that you can use, because this is one oil that penetrates the dermis and it does not clog the pores. However, as we always say on this channel, make sure to exfoliate the skin before you use anything at all on the skin. You want to start out by exfoliating. So this is one oil. We have a bunch of oil on tonight. We have a wide variety of oils. And what am I touching that is okay, so I see this thing trying to repeat. All right, so we have a wide variety of oils tonight. And if you notice, when I am buying oils, I like to make sure that the special ones are in dark bottles. And why is that so? If you're new to my channel, you might not know why. You know, it's always best when you're buying your special oils to make sure they're in the dark bottles, because the dark bottle helps to preserve the oil longer. And if you have oil at home, do not leave your oil on the countertop, which most people tend to do. Put your oil in the pantry where it's dark when you close the door, because the oil stay longer. The less light that oil is exposed to, is the longer you will be able to keep that oil. So always, and even if you get an oil like the safflower oil that is in this type of a light bottle, put it in your pantry. And even if you have a bag and you feel like putting it in the pantry in a basket or something like that where it's going to be dark, it is always best to do that with the oils. Most of the oils that I'm bringing out here today are dark bottle oil, and most of these oils are oils that you all may have at home. I have a special oil that I brought here today, okay? And this is a special oil. And the reason why I brought this one, honestly, this is my backup, but I was in a rush to come out here that I totally didn't pick out the one that I'm already using. So now I will have to open this new one, which I'm kind of a funny. I don't like to have two of the same thing open. I like to be, you know, finish with one first, and then I get to the other one. So we have a wide variety of oils over here. And let me put some of them a little closer. We also have oil of oregano. How many of you know about oil of oregano? Antibacterial, antimicrobial properties that you get from the oil of oregano, and it is just as good as the basil oil. We even have white castor oil here tonight. But let me talk first about sesame seed oil. Normally I'm on the channel and I'm telling you guys, sesame seed oil is an amazing oil to use on the skin topically. This sesame seed oil that I have in my hand right now is not the sesame seed oil that you want to use on your skin. And take a look at this bottle. You're looking at this bottle, you might be like, oh my goodness, yes, that sesame seed oil is actually in a dark bottle. No, it's not in a dark bottle. What happened is that the oil is dark. It says, ooh, and there goes the sesame seed oil. The oil is dark. So what I'm going to do for you today, I am going to pour, I feel like I don't have my sesame seed oil here. Oh, could I forget the sesame seed oil? Is it? Oh, it's right here. Good. So what I'm going to do for you tonight, I'm going to show you something. So here I have two small bowls, right? And the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pour this sesame seed oil in my little container. So we're going to pour our, oh, look at that. It's not open. I told you guys that I pulled a new one out. But for you guys, I'll open it. I'll definitely open it. And then tomorrow or a few days from now, I go in the kitchen and I'm like, why is 2 bottles of sesame seed oil open? I guess that comes with age. All right, so we're going to pour some sesame seed oil in this container. Sesame seed oil. That's 1 sesame seed oil right there. And now I'm going to take my second container and I'm going to pour some sesame seed oil. And you can see right there, sesame seed oil. So we're going to pour. So let's pour our sesame seed oil. And this is something that I talk about all the time. So take a look. Here we have 2 sesame seed oil. Whoopsie. What did I touch? This is what happened when you're not used to. All right, right. So here we have 2 sesame seed oil. This is 1 sesame seed oil, and this is the other sesame seed oil. As you can clearly see, when it comes on to the color of these 2 oil, this is the dark sesame seed oil, and this is the lighter color sesame seed oil. Both are sesame seed oil. The difference is this is roasted sesame seed and this is unroasted sesame seed. Now, when it comes on to sesame seeds, you need unroasted sesame seed oil to apply on the skin topically. Therefore, you're going to use this lighter looking, which is the unroasted sesame seed oil on your skin. This is the one that you use to do your cooking, especially your stir fries and, you know, your beef, orange, mix up. You know, I like the smell of this one, okay? Now, when you sniff this one, you're going to smell the strong aroma of what we associate sesame seed oil with. When you sniff this one, you're trying to beg it. It's like, there's nothing, okay? This is, oh my goodness, where is the fragrance in this? There is none. What happened when you roast the sesame seeds, it's give off this strong aroma, okay? And you're only going to get that aroma from the roasted sesame seed. However, sesame seed is one seed that when it is roasted, it loses its potency, okay? It loses potency. And that is why most people use sesame seed for oil, for the nice fragrance and the nice taste, you know, that burn. I'm using the word burn. All right, that's roasted taste that it gives, you know, that crispy, nutsy kind of a taste. That's why you use it in your stir fry or whatever else you use it in. Now, this sesame seed oil, which is the unroasted, if you use this in your stir fry, you'll be crying. You'll be crying because you're not getting that nice roasty, nutty taste. You're getting nothing. That is because this one is designed to use topically on the skin, which is cold pressed, first pressed with no heat source to preserve the properties of the sesame seed oil, the vitamins and minerals that can help to reduce the wrinkles and fine lines on the skin. So whenever you're looking for sesame seed oil, please remember to use, not when I make a recipe, don't get excited and run in the kitchen and pull out the roasted sesame seed oil, because you're basically wasting your time. All you're getting on your skin is the fragrance, the aroma of the sesame seed oil, nothing, because all of the essential vitamins and minerals that is in this one is already gone. But when you reach for the first press, cold press, you're going to find all of the nutrients, the vitamin C and the vitamin A and the vitamin D and all of that you'll find in the sesame seed oil, well preserved. We're going to continue because I have 2 more oils that I want to share, and you're going to be surprised because you got to know your oils, okay? Because not all oils are the same. And we're going to prove it tonight, but we're going to take some questions and we're going to move on. In case you're just joining, we just pour this sesame seed oil, and that is what is in this one, which is roasted sesame seed. And we also pour our sesame seed, which is the unroasted sesame seed. Unroasted is what you need for your skin topically. And guess what, guys? Anti-aging, don't shy away from this. As a matter of fact, look at my bottle. My bottle is almost out. When I make my own personal anti-aging facial oil, this oil is a must in it, okay? It's a must. And if you're skeptical, you're not sure about this, go read it up for yourself. It's a perfect anti-aging facial oil, and it don't have the eye fragrance as the roasted. So if you can get your hands on the sesame seed oil to mix up, and let me show you really quick with the unroasted. We already have 1 oil there, so just 1 to 2 drops of this sesame seed oil on the skin, and this can be used directly on the skin, or you can mix it with other oils. Look at the unroasted sesame seed oil just running down. Look how light this is, and it's just going gliding on my skin like that. Smooth wrinkles and fine lines on the skin. Lift, tighten, boost circulation, boost collagen production on the skin, and keep the skin healthy, moisturized, hydrated, with a natural glow that will not clog the pores. Let me take some comment, and then we're going to talk about two other oils, which is totally the opposite of these two. So these are the sesame seed oil. Do not go for the roasted for your skin, for your homemade skincare. Definitely buy this to cook with and, you know, do all that amazing stuff. But when you're looking for your anti-aging, your facial oil, definitely reach for the unroasted sesame seed oil. Any question that you have, go ahead and comment, because we're taking those questions right now, because we definitely moving on. And what I'm going to be doing tonight, I'm going to play in a dump, because I'm not going to dump this one, okay? So I'm going to dump this sesame seed oil in this bowl. All the oils that I'm using tonight, I'm going to dump that in the bowl, because when the show is over, I'm going to be having my own homemade anti-aging facial oil in this bowl. So we're draining that as well as we can, because we're going to use back that container once it is drained. We're going to take some questions, and then I'm going to move on to two more oils that we need some bowls for. So let's comment. Let me read the comment. If you're just joining, a warm welcome to you. Show some love on our channel tonight by giving the video a thumbs up. And Golden Child, I have oil of oregano, but I eat it. And I'm telling you why I tell you tonight that most of the oils that we're going to talk about tonight are good to eat, good to cook with, good to fry with, good to make everything with, good to be placed in the kitchen. All right, so let's see who is here with question. If you have any question for us, go ahead. Barbara, I buy from Mountain Rose Herb and Old Food in Maryland. Now, Sandra, I've been using it to bake for a while, and I think you're talking about the safflower oil. Okay, if you're late tonight, we already featured the safflower oil. And now we also feature sesame seed oil. And now we're going to move on to our next set of oil. But we're taking some questions, and then we're going to move on. So who have a question for me? Any question about the oils that we just feature, comment. I almost bought roasted sesame seed oil today. Thanks for the explanation. Didn't know that the difference. Every day I learn from you. And this is Veronica comment. And I am so happy that I can, you know, share with you all. So you now know the difference between the roasted sesame seed oil and the unroasted. Now let's see if we have another comment. And someone more concrete want to know olive oil is on the list. Yes, olive oil is on the list, and this is mine. This olive oil I actually buy for my salad. What the cooking olive oil, I normally buy the bigger jug, but the special, anyway, if you're new to my channel, I am like an olive oil junkie, okay? I am a olive oil junkie. You're going to come to my house and you're going to see all different kind of olive oil. I am one person that can just pour the olive oil and dip a piece of bread in there and eat it, okay? And I can tell you if it's good or if it's not bad. That's how much I indulge myself in olive oil. I also like to take my olive oil, add some like some basil, some oregano, and all that kind of an Italian spice blend. Whisk it up in it, dip my bread in it, and yes, I'm a olive oil person like that. One day I'll talk more about, you know, the difference in olive oil if people are interested in learning that not all olive oil. Anyway, so yes, it's on the list, and we're gonna move on. I'm gonna take one more comment, and we're gonna move on to two other oils that you all need to know about. All right, so nobody's commenting. If you're just joining, thanks for coming over. We're talking about oils tonight that is good to use on your skin topically, and also it's good for most skin type, wrinkles and fine lines. But also we're also showing you that the oils in your home that you use every day is also good for, you know, using on the skin. Now let me get the other two oils out of the way, and look at what I have here. Let me scroll back and take Veronica off. Now I have 2 oils here, and these are castor oil. Castor oil. How many of you use castor oil? Castor oil. It's just like the safflower oil. The castor oil is amazing internally. Okay, if you know anything about castor oil, you know when I was growing up, they used to give us this, a little teaspoon of this one, just to take, like, you know, especially in the summertime, they used to give it to us. It's the worst tasting thing I ever taste, and up to today's day, I know it tastes bad. I still could take a little of this castor oil right in front of you. My mouth is gonna be like, but if you dare me tonight, anyone want to dare me to take some castor oil, I would gladly take it for you. Grow up taking it, and this is one that we normally rinse our mouth and put some sugar in it. So this here is 2 castor oil. This is the black castor oil, and this is the white castor oil. Now we're gonna pour both of these tonight. Continue to watch, guys. Do not click off, because you're gonna miss a very, very important, you know, a very, very important information right now. Because sometimes, not sometimes, it's almost every day. It's almost every day when I post a video using castor oil. I use mostly the black castor oil. You might be like, oh my goodness, you use the black one, and guess what? What about with the sesame seeds? So this is why we're doing this. So the first one I'm gonna pour is the black castor oil, and I like the Jamaican black castor oil. Not a sponsored video, even though I'm affiliated with the Rooted Treasurer brand, but this is not a sponsored video. Tonight we're just talking about castor oil. So let me pour the black castor oil, and this is so precious, guys, that I'm not gonna get all over carried away like the sesame seed oil. This is way too precious to but you need to see it in the container. Okay, yes, you can see that. That is the black castor oil. Now we're gonna reach for the white castor oil, and some of you already know where I am going with this, and that's the white castor oil right there that we're pouring. Sniffing, sniffing. All right, so listen up carefully, especially for my new subscribers. This is something you need to see and need to know, because I get this question every day. Now, who is Tar? But I do struggle with blackhead on my chin, and if you have blackhead on your chin, you definitely need to exfoliate the skin. Now, castor oil. Back to the castor oil that we're featuring. Now, which one do you want me to talk about first? Let's do the opposite of what we did with the sesame seed oil. Here in my container, I have white, clear, crystal looking castor oil. The clear castor oil is what I have in this. Now, how do they came up with clear castor oil? They came up with that because they extract the oil from the castor bean without any form of a heat source, meaning that is cold press, first press with no heat source. Cold press is no heat source, and that is how you get the castor oil, which is clear and crystal clear, thick and nice, but all clear. Now, when it comes on to the black castor oil, listen carefully. It is the same bean, because this is where the question comes in and where it tends to get tricky for a lot of people. It is the same castor bean that they use to make the white castor oil that they use for the black castor oil. Now, how did it come this black? How can you use the same bean to get a white and now you are getting a black? That is because the black castor oil is roast, okay? They roast the castor bean to create the castor oil, the black castor oil. So if you take this black castor oil and you sniff it like this, just like the sesame seed oil, you're gonna get that strong, nutty fragrance that is either you love it or you ate it, and that is from roasted bean. Now remember, when I spoke about the sesame seed, I explained to you all that if you roast the beans of the sesame, it loses its potency. It's no good to use topically on the skin. So why am I personally crazy about the black castor oil? Because it's the opposite, guys. It is the opposite. when you get your first press, cold press castor oil from the castor bean, you're getting a good oil. Nothing is wrong with it. However, when you roast the castor bean to extract the black castor oil, you are releasing an amazing acid known as rinsolilic acid. That acid is the acid that you need topically on the skin to reduce the wrinkles and fine lines, brighten, lighten, take care of every other little concern that they use this castor oil for. And that is the reason why the black castor oil is way, way, way more popular than the white castor oil. The rinsolilic acid is omitted from the white castor oil because you need to roast it to get that acid. So that is why I'm telling you, you need to know your oils, because some oil is good when it's roast while some is no good. I brought these two oils out to show you the difference, which we just talk about the sesame seed. Unlike the sesame seed, which the unroasted sesame seed is the better oil, the castor oil, the roasted castor oil is the better one because you need that rinsolilic acid. And guess what, guys? There are a lot of things that surround the black castor oil, and I even have a video on my channel where I show women how to use the black castor oil to, you know, ease up the pressure. Nowadays, I don't know if I can say these things like, you know, like before, but you warm this castor oil in your hands and you take that castor oil and you rub it right down there. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. You rub it right across the belly, bottom right there if you have certain kind of situation that's just affect just females, okay? I have a video. I think I'll try to put the link for you guys to see how I use it. Don't know if we can make those kind of videos anymore, and that's why I don't like to, you know, talk about it. So that is the difference, guys, between the the black castor oil and the white castor oil. You can use the black in your hair, you can use the white in your hair, but if you're looking for that rinsolilic acid and you're looking to lift, tighten and firm that skin, you're looking to get your skin to be in tip-top condition, reach for the black. Or if you want to mix the two, you mix the two, but no need to. You need that rinsolilic acid. Any question before we move on? And I know I don't use a lot of the white castor oil, but in terms of the thickness, let me show you something real quick. See the white one, just like that, and see the black one, just like that, is the same thickness. Is the same thickness, because the darker one is more noticeable. You might think it is thicker, but it is not. It is the process, roasted and unroasted. Both are good for your skin, but this now becomes the better one because of the acid that it is released. Any question? Comment. How do I know so much about castor oil? I read up on it, and I also have, you know, should I use the word friendly? Friendly with some people that manufacture black castor oil, and I grew up with castor oil. We have the tons of castor oil on my grandmother, not oil, tons of castor beans on my grandmother property. So it's something that I hold dearly to me. And we used to even pick the beans ourselves, and they used to make their own castor oil at home to give us to consume. So I do know a lot about the castor oil. And then when I start my YouTube channel, I actually was so interested in castor oil, and they reach out to me, give me the whole works. So I do know a lot. So what I'm saying here today is not here is so something that I truly know. All right, so, and that is the reason for the high price tag, yes, Margaret, of the black castor oil compared to the white castor oil. If you have any question on any of these oils that we just mentioned, comment. Rosemary, when I was at school, they used to give it to us, a spoon of this castor, and this is what I'm talking about. This is why I like my show, because people know, you know, could identify with what I was saying. When I was at school, they used to give us a spoon of this castor oil. It's one of my worst experiences. Oh my goodness, you know what I'm talking about. My mother used to give me a slice of lemon or a sweet to get rid of the awful taste. No way will I ever put it in next to my mouth. Now I would take it like, you know, like as a champion. We used to put sugar. As a matter of fact, my grandmother used to put a little sugar in our hand, then she give it to us, and then we take that little sugar because it's bad, but they know what they were good doing because it is good. The taste is awful, the smell is awful, and that is why it gets a bad rap. That is why people are not using a lot of this in their skincare product, because of the fragrance. It's really, really high, and you either love it or you hate it. But if you're home, and that's why you use it in your nighttime facial oil, use it, guys. It's so good for your skin. You will never believe how amazing this is. It's a very, very thick oil, so you do need a carrier oil, because unless you're going to do like me, where you really, really warm this oil and press it in the skin. It can be used as a standalone, but it's not that spreadable. And even the white one, if you're trying to use the white one, you're going to get the same. It's not that spreadable. So mix it with a carrier oil, any of these oil like the coconut oil, the olive oil, the avocado oil, and so on and so forth, to kind of dilute it again. Good for your hair, good for your nails, good for just anywhere, and it's good for you ladies. There's two oils that I brought out tonight that is good for the ladies. I'm not saying the gentlemen can't use this oil, but you guys, you already hear what I explained about. These two oils are very, very good oil for you. And if you can tolerate the taste, and even if you can't tolerate the taste, there's something more about this oil that I'm not going to say on this platform. But if you can take a quarter spoon of this castor oil, and I asked some people to dare me to take it tonight. I have no sugar beside me, but I would. And if you can get your hands on it, get your hands on it and take a little. As I said, with anything you're going to take, consult your doctor to make sure that you are okay to take it. If you have questions, go ahead and comment. We're going to answer some questions, and we're going to move on. If you're just joining, what did you miss? We talk about the sesame seed oil, the roasted sesame seed oil, and the unroasted sesame seed oil. And we also talk about the castor oil, the roasted castor oil, and the unroasted castor oil. And now we're going to take some questions, and we're going to move on. Now, Taryn, I use castor oil and cod liver oil. No, that's another oil that is all right, but I still love cod liver oil for its many benefits. But as kids, that's the two oil, the castor oil and the cod liver oil. You bet your bottom dollar that you're getting it. Okay, a little teaspoon of it, you're getting it, and it tastes so bad, but you got to deal with it. And Sandra, let me ask Sandra. I asked my niece to bring me some black castor oil from Jamaica. Used to give it to my son as a child to cleanse his stomach. All right, so that is Sandra comment, and I'm not gonna comment on it, but that's basically, you know, what we were talking about, you know, about getting a spoon of this with the sugar on the side. If you have a question, guys, any question about any of these oils, comment. And then if not, we are going to move on. So Claudia, no, cod liver oil is the worst tasting oil. I need therapy from taking that as a child. And you know what is so nice? So Tatar, I believe that it is the secret to your youthful look. I also eat and drink and use extra virgin olive oil on my skin. And this is part of my heritage, originally from North Morocco. So you're from Morocco, that means you have a wide access to the argan oil, because you know it's like just everywhere. Damn, it doesn't. Now I'm going to take back Claudia up. We're all here as a group tonight, and we're talking, but there's so many comments on the board commenting that their parents actually castor oil and cod liver oil. So guess what? With that said, we all know that it's for a reason, and it is good. If it was a bad thing, we wouldn't have so much people that go through the same thing. And even as adults now, we stray from that, but we should still be doing this because we're not eating, you know, as we should. We need all of these vitamins and minerals in our system, and they are, you know, prescribed natural sources that you can actually consume for a healthier you. I have no regret running around and around and around with this bad tasting castor oil and cod liver oil in my mouth, and I have them here, and I but anyway, what I'm saying, get back to your roots. Get back to the roots, get back to your roots, and start to take care of yourself by, you know, getting yourself some cod liver and some castor oil. And if you have children, give it to them. I mean, I'm just saying, tradition, you follow the, I'm not supposed to say what I just said, to be honest. Take it back. I'm taking it back, YouTube. I don't mean it like that. I'm just saying, you know, when they cook the food that they normally grow up with, they should let the children enjoy the same food. That's what I meant when I said that, you know, enjoy the same food. You know, they just follow in your parents' footsteps, especially if you know that food was really, really good for you. Okay, all right, guys, sometimes the system, you know, we have to be careful what we said. Anything you're going to give your child, okay, especially if it's any form of oil that you're hearing people say is good for your kids, consult your doctor, okay, before you give your kid any form of oil. We were growing up, our parents give us, and I can say this, and I should be able to say that, our parents actually let us consume castor oil and cod liver oil. As a matter of fact, those are two amazing oils that is good for the system. Did they consult their doctor about it? Most likely not, but it is just oil from fish that we eat every day, and oil from some roasted beans that we eat every day. All right, so you know I got to continue. Shireen, I need something for the age spot. The turmeric is not working. I'm going to put you on the spot, Shireen. Give us a little, just share with us a little bit about your skincare routine. Just a quick little summary of your skincare routine. Okay, you have age spot, you're using the turmeric, it's not working, but we want to know how you take care of your skin. So if you can give us in about 3 to 4 sentences on the comment section, we could take a look at what you're doing and what you might be doing wrong, while you're not fading the spots and blemishes on the skin. And Claudia, I'm seeing your comment, but you know I have to stay within the guidelines. So you know we have to go by the book here, and that's why sometimes when I'm straying, I kind of just come back around. All right, Titi. Hi everyone. Sorry to be late. Better late than never. If you're just joining, what did you miss? What you missed is that we talk about, in the first hour of the show, we talk about the safflower oil. Boy, you missed something. And the first couple of minutes, and the, you know, right in the 15 minutes mark, we talk about the sesame seed oil. We compare the black sesame seed with the white, not the black. That's another show. We compare the darker roasted sesame seed with the unroasted sesame seed. And yes, there are black sesame seed out there too, guys. One day we're going to come on and we're going to talk about black and white sesame seed. Now, and then what else do you miss? You miss us talking about castor oil. We talk about the black castor oil, which is the roasted castor oil, and the unroasted castor oil. All of these oils are good for your skin. Anti-aging, good to apply on the skin to get rid of wrinkles and fine lines, smooth the skin and keep the skin looking healthy and give you that natural glow to the skin. Now, for this oil, remember I said I was going to pour all the oil, but I didn't pour the sesame seed oil, the roasted sesame seed oil in my bowl, and that's because I don't want it in this. However, when it comes on to the castor oil, I just pour the dark castor oil, but I'm not going to add the white castor oil to my bowl that I'm making my anti-aging oil. Nothing is wrong with using the white. Nothing is wrong. It's just that if you want more from the castor oil, you go for the dark. And I know you, okay, so just so to prove to you, nothing is wrong with it, I'm going to pour it in my mixture here, because it still is very much good, but you don't have that amazing rinsolilic acid coming from that. I'm making an amazing anti-aging facial oil in my bowl tonight. And don't forget to use your castor oil, your black castor oil on your gray hair. Don't forget to use it to massage your scalp. Don't forget to use it on your thinning hair. Don't forget to use it on your brows that are falling out. Don't forget to use it on the end of your hair. Don't forget to use it on your lips. It will help with cracked lips. You can add a little bit of the oil of oregano in that castor oil and use it on your lip if you have chapped lips. So use it up and use it on your skin. Don't forget to massage it on the neck, on the décolleté, which is going to help with sagging neckline. Down by the road point, how do you apply sesame seed oil? What to mix it with? So I'm going to answer that question. I hope you're not late, and I hope you know the difference between the two sesame seed oil. So right now in my bowl right here, I have sesame seed oil, which is the unroasted sesame seed oil. I also have some castor oil in here. Now, if you want to mix your sesame seed oil with a carrier oil, you have a wide variety. You have olive oil, you have grapeseed oil, you have avocado oil, you have argan oil, you have sweet almond oil, and you even have flaxseed oil that you can mix the sesame seed oil with. What you need is 1 tablespoon of a carrier oil, any of those oil, to 1 teaspoon of the sesame seed oil. Mix that up, and if you have vitamin E, you put a little in it, and you get a perfect anti-aging oil that you can use on the skin. 1 to 2 drops is all you need. You massage it on clean skin on top of your facial toner and your facial serum, and you are good to go. All right, any other question? Margaret, the black castor oil give gray hair a yellowish cast. Yes, it gives gray hair a yellowish cast, but if you leave it on long enough, the gray hair will end up looking back nice and silvery if you want to keep it gray. Now, if you want to get rid of the gray hair, no, that's also gonna have to stimulate the root of the hair so that it seeps into the hair. Anyway, that's another show. We're gonna talk about it, okay? We're definitely gonna talk about it when it comes on to hair care for the castor oil. All right, so Pat, tell me what is the best oil for everything. There are so many on the market. Now, there's no such thing as the best oil. And the reason why I'm going to say that, you're going to use oil that is abundant in your region. They all have anti-aging benefits and properties. Every day they discover or they come up with an oil that has been used for centuries, and now they turn it over and they make it better, and it's come like the bakuchiol oil that they just recently start to promote. That has been around forever, known as the bachi oil, okay? And this is another oil that I need to talk about like really quick. The bakuchiol oil, the bachi oil, and someone sent me an email because they were a little confused. The bachi oil has been around forever, okay? And they use it for medicinal, happenings, and they use it for your face, your skin, and a lot of things. However, with the new modern technology, they take that same nuts, which is known as, I can't remember the name. As a matter of fact, I can't pronounce it right. So that's why sometimes I just don't even bother with it, okay? But this is the same beans, it's the same seeds that they now take and they make it even better. And they use different technology to extract the oil from the same beans, let's say seeds, the same seeds that make the bachi, which you see me using on the page. They take that same seeds and they extract the oil and they refine the oil, and now they call it the bakuchiol oil, okay? So when you find the bachi oil is the strongest form of that oil. The more diluted or the more refined is the bakuchiol oil. Same source, same seed. Now, instead of this calling it, so because they were saying that, oh, it's water, bakuchiol water. There's no water, there's oil. They just use some fancy machine and get it more lighter and more refined, and there you go with the bakuchiol oil. Personally, for me, I'm going to reach for the bachi oil because that is the stronger part of the oil. And what I do with my bachi oil, I mix it with lighter carrier oil, and once I mix it, it is now my bakuchiol oil. Just want to get that clear for you guys, okay? And someone can actually go ahead and write for me the name of the seed that you get that actually make up the bachi or the bakuchial oil. All right, so we are moving on. If you have not yet given us a thumbs up, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Tonight we're talking about oils, and I kind of use so many oils on my channel that I definitely needed to come on here and share, you know, oils from a different point of view. I was going to talk about the squalene, but I'm looking at my time, and but I can do a really quick comparison. And I have the squalene here, and this is the squalene oil that I have here, the quick comparison that I'm going to do. And listen carefully, guys. I now use squalene on my channel. You notice out there that you're seeing squalene oil, and you're finding some nice brands that are using the squalene oil on their skin. Remember, I was talking about the bachi and the bakuchial oil. Now, guess what? And this is what's going to shock a lot of you. This squalene oil is made from olive. The squalene oil is made from olive. How many of you knew that? The squalene oil is made from olive. But since they start making another oil from olive except olive oil, it's the same thing with the bachi and the bakuchial. The same seed, and they're using more refined. So here I have my olive oil, and this is the squalene. If I make a video and I use my squalene oil and you don't have this squalene oil, go and get some olive oil, because squalene oil is made from olive oil, the same olive seed. It's just more refined. And it's like they're saying that they take the same old olive seed that we were eating all years ago, making olive oil, like they find something else in it. And what else is that they find in it? The squalene. So they go and they extract whatever little thingy that is out in that seed to make the squalene oil, when in all fairness, all of that is still in this olive oil. Okay? It's still in this olive oil. So this is another... And you're going to find more of these things going on. Very soon, they're going to come with an oil that's made from coconut. Yes, say you hear it here first. And that one is going to be an anti-aging oil that's only celebrity use. And then it's going to trickle down to us, okay? So say you hear it first. They're going to find something else in that coconut, and they're going to make a very pretty refined oil, and we can't afford to buy it. So use as much coconut oil. So that's what I'm talking about with the olive oil and the squalene oil. Now, if you want to know, the body actually produces its own squalene. Oh, I guess olive oil is a superfood. Okay. So the body produces its own squalene, but it is spelled Squalene. The body produces its own squalene oil. Squalene. Now, what happened when you age, just like with anything else, that squalene oil production tends to slow down, but it is vital for your skin. It's vital to help you to look younger, because it also contribute to boosting all that collagen and all of that good stuff in the skin. So man decided that they need to find something out there that can give them squalene. They used to use like shark fin to begin with, but there's a lot of, not shark fin, not shark fin, some animals fin, something. I totally forget. Something in my head about shark fin. But I think shark fin too, but something else, some other animal, something out there, iron or something. And what happened, most people were staying away from it because byproduct animal and all of that. So they finally grabbed that olive seed, and they put it through a whole kind of a test, and realize that the olive seed do contain a bit of that squalene that we need. But in order to differentiate the squalene that the body produced to the one that they made from the olive, they changed one letter in the word, and they changed the letter I to A. So if you're looking for squalene oil out there, you got to look for Squalane. And if you're at school and you're doing your bio, you're going to know that you're not going to write Lane, you're going to write Line, which is the natural squalene oil that the body produces. And to add more squalene oil to the skin topically, then you use the squalane that is basically man-made. It's not man-made you know what I'm saying. It's come from fresh natural plant, but they actually put it through a process to get squalene. No squalene oil when I make my recipe. Reach for the good old olive oil, because in this bottle of olive oil, the squalene oil is somewhere in there hiding. If you get the gist of what I'm saying, it is somewhere in there hiding. Somewhere deep inside this olive oil is some squalene oil. If you have any question, go ahead and comment, because the time is going. And hi Lana, how are you? And anything I'm talking about tonight, guys, if you are all into oils and stuff like that, don't take my word for it. Just go and research it for yourself. And if you find more information that I didn't mention here tonight, guess what you do? Next time you come back on the show or we're talking about oil, tell me about it, because I'm still in the learning process and I still like to learn more about everything that I bring to you. That means when I make a video and I make a combination of oils and I'm saying to you guys, this is an anti-aging oil blend. 1 to 2 drops on your skin at night. Apply it on your skin, and before you know it, you're on your way to naturally beautiful, glowing skin. When I say these words out of my mouth, guys, I know what I'm talking about. And that is why I do my research, okay? My channel is not a gimmick. I research all of these amazing oils, so when I bring it to you, I can also use it for myself. All right, so we are moving on. Someone was asking about the gift. I think we have a few more to mail out. We were actually mailing gifts out last week or the week before, something like that. And I think we just have a few more to go. Something happened and we have some jobs to do that we really have to finish. And some of you might not know that the gift giving take time. Like, I got to get all the names. I got to put it in there and address and all of that. But we have a few people that we didn't send out the gifts to. We're going to try to see if we could work on it before the week is out. But some people do already get. Just a few names we have left to cover. All right, so we are moving on. And if you have any question for me, go ahead and ask. We can take as many questions as we can right now. Are all these oils best for oily skin? And that is a very, very, very good question, Margaret. No, not best for oily skin, but can be used on oily skin. Now, the honest truth is, if you have oily skin, you need the lighter oils. You still have to use that oil, but it's also best to use the lighter oil. Lighter oils are not humectant. They won't clog your pores and all these kind of things. And the lighter oil will just penetrate deep into the dermis, so that those sebums that your skin is producing will know to just slow it down a bit, because you already have oil on there. Some of the best oils for oily skin, and this is one, my go-to, that I recommend to you all the time, and it is the grapeseed oil. As a matter of fact, this is my actually backup grapeseed oil. I just grabbed this. I already have another grapeseed oil open, so I won't open this one. But the grapeseed oil is amazing light oil that will not clog the pores. It is so let me open the oil. Let me just open it, because I could use some in my my thingy there. All right, and yes, guys, I use all these oils in my kitchen, so it's not like, oh, you open it today, another one, it's gonna waste. No, it's not gonna waste. This is the grapeseed oil, and let's see if I have any of my container drain. So we're gonna pour some grapeseed oil. Really, see how fast it's running out? Like, that means it's light. And that's another thing that you need to know. If you're pouring an oil, when you pour the oil, it's just speed out of the bottle like that. It's a light oil. If you're pouring the oil and it's like tuku, 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 it's a heavier oil. Like if I pour this olive oil right now, it's gonna go like tuku, tuku, slow, and the grapeseed oil is just like shoo. So that is how you know when an oil is light. So this is the grapeseed oil. And take a look at this. A good grapeseed oil, just like olive oil, a good grapeseed oil is going to have a lightish, greenish look, okay? And this might not be coming across on camera very well. It's not going to be green, but it's going to have a little hint of green to it. It's not a yellow oil, okay? It's not the yellow looking oil. It's a greenish kind of oil, the grapeseed oil. very, very light oil. And I've been using a lot of oils on my skin tonight. Let me try this one for you to show you. And this you can put in a pump, because this oil just like running like that. That's how light it is. Like now I have it in this. This is not a good thing for my grapeseed oil. So I'm going to try it very, very carefully. You need only 1 to 2 drops if you have oil. See, it's just so fast, like using both. All right, so that is the grapeseed oil running all the way down there. But look at this. Let's see. Look at this now. And this is live right in front of your eyes, guys. You're going to notice what happened. And remember, I already have a few bit of oil on my hands. You see that? It's not oily. It's not greasy. It's just blending right in the skin. That is why the grapeseed oil is recommended for the oily skin. And I'm going to be even a little more generous. Look at that. You can see the amount I put on my hands. See it running down there? And I'm just going to rub it. And you would think now that it's going to get really, really greasy because of the amount that I pour. I pour the oil on my hand. And look at that. And if I leave it there on my hands for another 2 to 3 minutes, all of that is going to soak in. That is why I always, always recommend the grapeseed oil for oily skin. Now, this is no joke. There are many of my fellow Jamaicans that watches my channel. Now, I have someone dear to me from Jamaica that watch my channel, and they showed me, I can't even find a little bottle, a little something's looking like this. Grapeseed oil, very expensive. So all my Jamaicans, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that the grapeseed oil, so it's a little bigger bottle than this, but it's so pricey there. Like, it's so pricey. It make my, make me want to cry. Like, oh my goodness, why? But depending on where you live, some places you can get the grapeseed oil for a reasonable price. Here I live in New York, we get everything reasonable. I think like this grapeseed oil was probably about $6 or like, I mean, like, but I understand, and that is why I normally say use what is in your region, because if you have to import something, they need to start planting grape there. That's what they need to start doing. I guess some people start, but guys, yes. But back to the grapeseed oil for oily skin, good oil. I recently discovered another oil. Guys, there's a whole bunch of oil on this table that I didn't do tonight, but we'll get it there. And this is one that you're seeing around on my channel all the time now, and it's the cucumber seed oil. Remember I was telling you, if I wait a little bit, the grapeseed oil is going to absorb in my skin. I didn't go anywhere, guys. I was right here just now. This is what I'm talking about. I'm going to prove something to you. Now, this is the next oil that I now recommend. It's another oil that is some people struggle to get. I actually send a bit of this oil to some of my subscribers. Anyway, it's the cucumber seed oil. It's a very, very light oil. Very, very light oil. Where are you going, Claudia? Time for bed? Yes, we're winding down. What time is it there? Now, the cucumber seed oil is a very light oil. And look at that. If you have oily skin, this is another good. You can't even see. Ooh, I hold the cucumber seed oil. That is it. Notice how fast it's running. It's running just like the grapeseed oil. If you're not, it seems like it's even running faster. And I'm going to apply it right over that grapeseed oil that we just go OD on. And look at that. You would not tell that I apply so much oil. And I'm going to leave it, and it's just going to absorb in the skin just the same. So this is another oil that is good for oily skin. Why a light oil on oily skin? A light oil because that is what you need to seep deep into the pores and to tell the skin that it already have enough oil. So that is my time tonight, guys. If you want me to come back and talk more and compare and get into even more details about some of these oils that I have here with me tonight that I didn't share, you can also go ahead and tell me about that. Now, I'm going to pour my grapeseed oil in this bowl where I'm making my own anti-aging facial oil tonight. I did this just to show you all that you can mix all these oils, whatever you have at home, you can mix them. Once you know the vitamins and minerals that is in those oils, you mix them together to create your own anti-aging facial oil. And this is an amazing blend right now, and I wish I could give this to one of you out there, because this you don't want to waste. This is really, really a good oil. And this blend that we make, we have castor oil, we have sesame seed oil, we have grapeseed oil, and to kick it up a notch, when I'm done, I think I'm going to probably put some rosehip oil in it, and that's complete, an anti-aging facial oil. You can make a blend like this. You can pour it in your body lotion, or you can use it on your face, your neck, and décolleté. A blend like this in your body lotion is going to go a long way on your entire body. Treat your body just the way you treat your face. That's my time tonight. Have a good night, guys. I love you all. If you didn't give the video a thumbs up on your way out, give the video a thumbs up. Show some love on this video when it is posted on the channel page, and let us know if you enjoyed the show tonight. Tomorrow we're gonna look for some guests. Guys, we need a panel tomorrow. So if you want to be on our panel tomorrow, we're going to send the thumbnail and the notification out pretty early, but be prepared. You know, we would really like you to come on or confirm that you want to be as a guest. We're going to be doing some, little thing that we normally do, like how we do our ice bucket and stuff like that. We're coming up with a topic for you tomorrow. So be prepared to come on. I don't want to come on the show and be asking who want to come on, who want to come on. I want to know who is coming on before, so we don't waste the time. So send to khichibeauty@gmail.com, and nothing to be scary about, okay? To be scared about. At khichibeauty.com, and let us know if you want to be on our show tomorrow. And we'll send out the topic to you pretty early if you send over early, so you know what you are about. Look out for the thumbnail. We're going to be on tomorrow is Wednesday. Tomorrow I might not be on. It's Thursday show I'm talking about. All right, don't quote me on it, guys. I might not be on tomorrow, or I might be on at a later time. But I said, if not Thursday, we're looking for a panel, okay? But I'll keep you informed early tomorrow morning. I'll post the link to make you know if I'm going to be on or if I'm not going to be on. But we're definitely looking for a panel for Thursday night, okay? Thank you so much for joining. Be good to yourself. Love yourself. And come back. Go watch the video that we post earlier, guys.